Yes, Honorable Chair.
Can you explain to us if you have reimbursed the accounts?
Okay.
And why you decided to take 159,000 Ghana cedis of
Thank you, Honorable Chair. So let me
students'
start from the latter.
money to run the school?
Yes, Honorable Chair. So, apart from the feeding grant that we receive from government, we are not with the free SHS secretariat. Special schools, we depend on grant. Apart from the feeding grant, we have administrative grant that through GES we're supposed to get for every term, which does not come regularly. And we have expenses that we incur during each term. For example, utility exams, when for stationery, other things. We are not able to charge any student, any learner for anything. And we do a lot in the special schools. Even when school vacates, sometimes you have to budget for what you give to students to go home. Because
But I'm sure this is not new. This has been in existence. This a lot that you do for the school has been in existence for God knows when. Speak to the infraction, why you did that, and what you have done to solve the problem. That's all we want to know.
Okay.
We
Thank
really
you,
appreciate
Chair.
all you do for the students, because
Thank
I know
you,
you go the extra mile. But here you've been cited for misapplication of funds, and I'm asking you to speak to it, and let's move on, please.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. So we use that for stationery and other administrative costs. And
So when it comes to the feeding of the students, how do you manage? Because if you use monies meant for feeding to buy stationery and run the schools, how do you give them food to eat?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. We are in relations with our.
Take monies meant for feeding to be used for those things. You understand where I'm coming from?
Yes, Honorable
What I'm
Chair.
saying is that you're saying you are on good terms with the suppliers of foodstuffs. And I'm saying, why don't you build that same relationship with your other suppliers so that monies meant for feeding, you leave it intact. And so that, one, you are not cited for any infraction. And then two, the students get enough food to eat. See, from the look of things, you are telling us that government gives you too much for feeding. And that is why you are taking money meant for feeding to be used for other things. And you claim the students are still eating what they are supposed to eat. Yes, that's what you are telling us. That the students are not affected. Even when you take 159,000 Ghana cedis out of monies meant for their feeding to do other things, and they are still able to get the 3 square meals that they have to, be fed on, then clearly you are sending a message across to government that the monies you are giving us in the area of perishable foods is more than, is too much. And that's why I'm able to take some and use for other things and still claim that the students are well fed.
Honorable Chair, that may not be entirely accurate because
if it's not entirely accurate, why are you saying that you take the money and still the students are well fed?
Honorable Chair, respectfully, when
Yes,
we
please.
take the monies for the administrative expenses, that will be taken from the supplier. So that means that we still owe the suppliers. It is not the case that when we take it, the money that is left is able to feed the students.
So how do you pay the money back to the perishable food account of the students? How do you pay the money back? You never pay back. 274,000 has still not been paid. Yet they claim the students are well fed. So meaning the monies given in that category is too much. So how are you going to pay back? Have you paid back?
No, Honorable Chair.
So then why are you disputing my assertion? You claim the students are being well fed, Even when you take 159,000 out of their funds, they are well fed. They eat their 3 square meals a day. Until date, you haven't paid. The students are still eating. That is what you claim. Then clearly, the monies are too much. So government should reduce money in that area.
Chair, respectfully, I think he took guidance from your wise counsel that if you have good rapport with suppliers of food and perishables.
I understand that. So I asked him, won't that affect the students? He said the students get their 3 square meals a day and they are being well fed. And to date, you owe suppliers of food 159,000 and they are not complaining for over a year and some months.
Well, I think what he tried to explain, if I heard him, is that the food and perishable things are owed, but not that they manage with
So,
the account. So we take guidance from
they are owed. They owe food suppliers 1 year, 3 months. They haven't paid. They are in good relationship with them, so they haven't paid. And yet the students are eating 3 square meals a day. Are they not the same people who a few days ago said that if the president does not come to their aid, they will close schools down? And yet when monies are brought to be used to feed the students, you use it for operational things and claim that the students are well fed. So the contradictions are too many. Next year, God willing, we don't want to see this 159,000 for perishable foods still outstanding. You have to reimburse the perishable foods account with this money. Otherwise, you are telling government that the monies that they send to you in this category is too much, so you take some and use it for other things that you find equally important. So government should reduce it and rather increase the operations and other things that you find equally important.
Well noted.
Thank you.
Honorable Chair.
Bechem, you have another infraction on paragraph 54, and that's Honorable Simon will take care of that one.
Bechem Presby, you have.
This school for the deaf.
Sorry?
This school for the deaf. So
Oh, sorry. We don't have another Bechem over here, do we?
it's here. The senior high school is here.
Another Bechem is here. Okay, you are off the seat. You are discharged. Now, Bechem, come. Introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you, Chairperson. Please, I'm Nancy Arthur, Headmistress, Presbyterian Senior High School, Bechem.
All right.
you.
I am Asante Abua Samson, Accountant, Presby Senior High School, Bechem.
All right, Honorable, you may ask the real Bechem here.
Thank you, Chairman. Bechem Presby, you're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
You have one Get Fund project. It's a 1-story building, it's a classroom building. It's a Get Fund project, contractor unknown, contract sum unknown, start date 2004. It's been delayed for 17 years, 17 good years. The building has been roofed and plastered. You have another one, construction of girls' dormitory by Free SHS Secretariat. Name of contractor unknown, contract sum unknown. Started 2020, 4 years delayed. The building is at the lintel stage. What is the status of these 2 projects?
Thank you, sir. I know 2 girls' dormitory projects that are halted, as well as a 12-unit classroom block, which is about 80% complete. But what the auditors have cited is not on campus as we speak.
I mean, you have a management response when the auditors visited. Management explained that the one-story classroom block was abandoned after 2007, while the girls' dormitory project had transitioned among 3 contractors, but was finally abandoned in 2022. So I am surprised you're saying you don't know anything about it.
Yes, please. What we know is that during President Kufuor's time, a project started. And as we speak, the project has been halted.
What is the project? What project is that?
It's 12-unit classroom. It's a 12-unit classroom.
All right, okay, go.
And then we also have 2 girls' dormitory projects. One is at the lintel stage, while the other is on the footings or the foundation stage. Then we have another 12 classroom block, which also started in 2018,
Madam,
which is about 80% complete.
Madam,
That's what I know.
I'm sorry to come in.
Yes, please.
Auditors, she's speaking to a different thing altogether from this report.
Yes.
Well, I think she's coming back to it. Initially, she said she didn't know about it, but now what she's saying reflects what is here.
Madam, continue.
Honorable Chair, that is what I know. That we have 2
Madam, please, how long have you been with the school?
1 year, 5 months.
1 year, 5 months.
Yes, please.
Okay, you have a copy of the Auditor General's report on the pre-tertiary. You have a copy of the report?
No, please.
Oh, madam, so what were you coming to answer to?
Actually, we were told that we have been cited for 2 infractions, so we should come and answer.
We
One-
always indicate the
Oh, okay.
report
Yes.
and ask that you check online for the Auditor General's report.
Oh, okay.
So did they give you any documents to that effect?
The document is given to the regional directorate. We looked at it, and I saw that some projects in the school had been halted, as well as the other infraction that had also been cited against the schools.
The report was specific.
Yes, please.
Do you have a construction of one-story building? It's a classroom block.
Yes, please.
Do you have construction of a girls' dormitory?
Yes, please.
So when you say that you don't have any idea, that's what we are talking about.
Honorable, please, from what Honorable said, he didn't even mention girls' dormitory block. From what I heard, please. That's why I said that.
I did. I was reading from the same document the chairman just read from. And whatever you're saying here is recorded. So, do you want that played back to you?
Oh, please, that's okay.
So, do you have these 2 projects?
Yes,
At
please.
your school?
Yes, please.
What have you done about them? What's the status?
And please, the girls' dormitory 2 projects. One is about 60% complete because it's at the lintel level. And then the other one is at the foundation level, which is just about 5% complete. And then we have a 12-unit classroom block. The 3 projects started in 2018. And the 12-unit block is about 80% complete.
Madam Administrator, what I have in front of me are 2 projects. Construction of girls' dormitory 1, and then construction of one-story building classroom block. That's what I have. You are speaking to 3 projects.
Okay, then it means that the third one at the foundation stage was not captured in the report.
So you seem to be unprepared and don't actually know what is at your school because, at 1 minute they are not in your school, now they are in your school, they are not 3, they are 2, I don't know. I think GetFund want to respond.
Yes, okay.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. In fact, the projects are 3. 2 dormitory blocks and a 12 in a classroom block. The 12 in a classroom block is at an advanced state of completion and is captured for completion. The other 2 dormitories, that is at the back of the school, there are issues with capacity of the contractors. There were 4 dormitories, 2 have been completed, but those 2 seems to be having capacity. We asked the implementing agency, that's FPME, to terminate them, but they haven't done that. That is the challenge we are having. Thank you.
So GetFund, are these captured as part of the stall project that you are considering?
Yes, they are.
And those will be the 2, right?
No, all the 3. All the 3, 2 dormitories and a classroom block. When you enter the school, the classroom block is just at the left of when you enter the school. Thank you.
Thank you for that update. There's also a girls' dormitory sponsored by Free SHS. What's the status of that? Have you gotten in touch with Free SHS Secretariat about it?
Yes, Honorable. Please, I've written to them concerning the status of the project. I've even written 2 letters, and there's even a copy here for your inspection, sir.
What did they say? Oh, they haven't come back to you yet?
No, please.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Chair, I'm done.
Honorable Chair, for the record, is it not a GetFund project? Because Free Senior High School and infrastructure. GetFund, please help.
Honorable Chair, per the records, we have only 3 outstanding schools projects in the school. If there's anything Free HSS is doing, we are unknown about it.
We talked about 2, and you are talking about 3, so it means that the third one could also be under, because I'm not aware.
And the record they are showing is 2004. I can't remember. I've been to that school quite a number of times. I've not seen any project of that nature. Thank you.
There is 2004 and there is 2020. And the 2021, which is Free SHS Secretariat, is girls' dormitory. GetFund, do you have girls' dormitory as part of your 3 projects?
Sorry, there is a dormitory.
Then that should be then. That should be then. All right.
Free Senior High School should not undertake infrastructure.
All right, that's fine.
All right, Madam.
Yes, please.
The GetFund gentleman came from Accra, and he could tell you the location of the building at your school.
Yes, please.
Or no fin crime when in Fakwa school no. Madam, you are discharged. Now let's go Achirin Suya.
Thank you, sir. I think there's another issue.
Madam is my tutor back at the secondary school. And I think I had a question for her. Yes. I don't have a problem. I think I have. So,
Which school? Which school is that?
Sunyan Secondary School.
Eh?
She taught me at Sunyan Secondary School.
Oh, but this one was Bechem, right?
No, yeah, Bichim,
Yes,
but
please.
it's there. It's here in the report. But once we have discharged her, I think it's in order. But I just want to know that she's my madam. Yes. And Chair, she's a lay rep. She's a lay rep for Bruno Hafu Presbytery. So she's your church member.
Honorable, the Bechem you were talking about was school for the deaf.
There's Presbyterian Senior High School. Bichim.
Or the presbytery is here, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Then, madam, represent us well, oh. We Presbyterians. Represent us well, because I'm a Presbyterian myself.
Honorable Abna, I know you so well.
Asumdwe Nkan.
The
Encounter.
Yankopon, the Presby Yankopon should help you.
All right, sir.
Okay, then ask your question. Oh, she's being discharged. Okay. Which school is this?
Actually, Senior High.
Please,
Honorable Chair, my name is John Yeboah,
sorry?
headmaster. My name is John Yeboah. Headmaster at Chilense Senior High School.
that was Yari.
Honorable, now to see a dear Yedi.
My name is Joseph Obin Abrifa, accountant.
Honorable Ahinkwa, now you have to ask them the question.
Okay. Mr. Headmaster, your school is indebted to NETCO to a tune of 453,000 Ghana cedis. Have you paid?
Honorable, yes. As at September 2025, it had been paid.
Auditors.
Honorable Chair, it has been paid.
They've paid, right? Okay. Actually, you have another one. Paragraph 37. And Honorable Abna Osei-Mensah will handle that one.
You said now your motto is Yedi Ayedi. That's why you misapplied funds, eh? And spent 454,000 Ghana cedis out of the 977,000 Ghana cedis given to you for perishable foods.
Yes, Honorable.
Yes, he said their new motto is Yedi Ayedi, so that's what you are telling the auditors.
Honorable, please, that one is on academic and
But why? Why are you
Honorable.
doing this? Almost 40% of the monies that were brought to you to buy perishable foods to feed the students, you spent on operational costs.
Honorable, it's because of the recurrent, which normally doesn't come.
So have you reimbursed?
Yes, we've begun. Last month.
So how much?
Last month we got 118,000 and we paid back. So the decision.
So have you informed the auditors? What is the proof that you have paid back?
We are yet to.
So if you have the evidence here, can you hand it over to the auditors?
We don't have it here yet.
Oh, but you knew you were coming to answer to this query. Otherwise, that mantra of Yedi Yedi follows you. That's what you want to tell us. So respectfully, if you have paid some, we want evidence of the payments. And please, let's desist from that. The students are supposed to be fed with these monies. Prior to this, how were you managing? You were using other means to take care of operations. And then Honorable Deputy Director General, please, by this, you have sat with us and 5 schools were cited for this, and they all claim that their recurrent expenditure funds does not come in early. That is not the reason why they should misapply funds. But then we are asking you to impress upon the Minister of Education, the Minister of Finance, to make sure these monies are released so that they, it prevents them from taking monies meant to feed students. Please. But that notwithstanding, you are not supposed to misapply funds, respectfully. So you claim you have paid 100 and something. We want you to bring the evidence to the auditors for them to reduce that amount here and also make sure that, God willing, next year, this amount should not be in your books. You should have paid, and we don't want you to be cited again for misapplication of funds, i.e. taking monies meant to buy perishable foods for the students out of the account and use or run on operations and other things. Yeah.
Well noted, Honorable Chair.
Thank you.
Achirensia. Resignation without notice. Teachers have to give 1 month's notice before they resign also.
Yes,
These-
Honorable Chair.
These 3 people over here, Chere Collins, Donsa, Seth Odro, and Rose Obeng, they didn't give their 1 month notice, but they were paid for it.
Honorable Chair, because we run transition, our school is a transitional school, we have in and out teachers. And these are the teachers who move with students when they are going on vacation. So they vacate with students. So during vacation, we find it difficult to track their movement. It was when school reopened and we quickly discovered that they were not in school, then we stopped validating them. These salaries they took happened during vacation, and that one we could not track. We never knew they were not in the country. But as soon as school reopened and I didn't see them, immediately I stopped validating them. And then we wrote to Yoko. The letter I have here is a letter I immediately wrote to Yoko, give them their names so that Yoko can also track and then retrieve the money for government.
But you didn't call them to retrieve the money yourself?
You call them because they are not in the country, we find it difficult to get them. So that's why we wrote to Yoko. We believe they are expert and they can help us in that direction.
Yoko has his own problems, though.
We met the Yoko boss and he assured us.
You met the boss and he assured you he was going to collect the money.
Our district Yoko boss.
Has he collected the money for you?
Honorable Chair, we are yet to hear from him.
Where did these people run to?
Please, Honorable Chair, maybe they are out of the country, either UK or any of the European countries.
So they didn't even say goodbye to you, the head?
Not at all, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, did they tell you that they've written to Yoko? Do you have evidence of that?
Honorable Chair, no, we don't have any updates.
When did you write that letter?
Honorable Chair, please, 21st October 2025.
21st of October.
2025.
And auditors haven't come there since 21st of October 2025.
Honorable Chair, please, the team that audited us, we gave them a copy of this letter. So.
Give this letter to the auditors here, and we'll do a follow-up.
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
At some point, we may ask you to pay, but right now, you are discharged because
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Ola girls, please. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
My name is Beatrice Adongo. Headmistress.
David Baradomaka, accountant.
Ola girls, your infraction starts from page 31, and Honorable Ahenkwa will take care of that one.
Ola Senior High. It's the same thing. You are indebted to NETCO. Your money is huge, 890,000. Wow. Have you paid?
Yes, Honorable, it has been cleared.
Auditors.
Yes, Honorable Chair, it has been paid.
Your next infraction is paragraph 37. And Honorable Afenyo-Markin will take care of that one.
Madam. Why? Madam, why? You misapplied funds meant for the feeding of the students for other operational items, but for yours, what you misapplied was more than what you spent on feeding the students. Please, why?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Just as my colleagues explained, we admit that it is not the right thing to do. And so we are not justified in any explanations we may give. But we needed to have the school run.
Yes, but you needed to have the school running. But the monies you spent on other things, you are given a total of 682,000 Ghana cedis. You spent 357,000 Ghana cedis doing other things not meant for feeding the students, and rather used just 324 to feed the students. Madam, I understand you saying that you needed, but why should you spend more on items that the monies are not supposed to be used for, and less, rather, on the items that the monies are to be used for?
Honorable Chair.
So how are you going to reimburse the perishable funds account with the 357,000 Ghana cedis you took out of it?
Honorable Chair, we ask, and when the recurrent funds are released, we will reimburse.
So this happened in, the audits came out in first quarter of 2025, and we are in the second quarter of 2026. How much have you paid into the account?
Honorable, we have received 91,727.
How much have you paid into the perishable funds, funds account meant to feed the students?
Honorable, please, that much.
So you have paid the 91,000 into it.
Yes.
Have you given evidence to the auditors, please?
Unfortunately, no.
So from here, we would be grateful if you could furnish the auditors with this evidence of payment of 91,000. And hopefully, all things being equal, God willing, if we should meet again next year, we don't want this infraction to still be in your books.
Thank you.
And whatever payments you make sure you clear it with the auditors.
Duly noted.
I wish you well. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Hello, girls. We have another infraction at page 49. And Honorable Simon will take care of that one.
Thank you very much, Chair. You have 86 students who left school with textbooks. The total number of textbooks they went away with is 227. If you want to quantify that in monetary terms, it's 6,810 cedis. How many of these textbooks have you recovered back?
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair. We have been able to retrieve books, 40 books. Some, they bought them new and bought them back. And then we have been able to take 930 cedis cash through various documents they come to collect from school after completion.
So how many are outstanding as at now?
I will have to do the calculation. So,
So, and pass well. Thank you.
thank you very much, Honorable.
Madam, you are discharged. Let's call Huidim.
Thank you.
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I'm Dominic Abugri, the headmaster, Huidim Senior High.
I'm Benjamin Yabua, accountant, Huidim Senior High.
Huidim, you have an infraction on paragraph 31, and Honorable Yao Ahinkwa will take care of that one.
Huidim, you owe Netco 223,000 plus. Have you paid?
Yes, the said amount has been settled.
Okay. Auditors.
Mr. Chairman, this has been paid. Thank you.
Good. The next infraction is on paragraph 37, and Honorable Afenyo-Markin will handle that one.
You also misapplied funds, but yours is the gravest. You used 72.2% of the monies that were meant to feed the kids to do something else. 72.2% of monies meant to buy perishable foods to feed your students, you used it for other things. Sir, only 28% of the monies went into feeding the students. Why? Only 28%. You were given 530,000 Ghana cedis. You used only 147. The rest you used for operational things. So, Director General, when I say that by this, they are telling us that government gives them too much in the area of feeding, I don't think you can justify this. 72.2% of the monies meant for perishable foods were used for operational items. This is bad. This is bad.
Chair, I was talking to the regional director.
Yes.
Because we have looked at others, we have listened to others. So we may have to look at other regions and then support ourselves with some training to understand how we can handle this going forward. Thank you.
So, Shudiam, can you explain to us?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. In the first place, I think the issues or the reasons assigned by my colleagues are applicable back at Huidim. I'm only 6 months old in the office, but my studies.
Please, where is the former head master or mistress, please? You don't know the school he or she was transferred to, because you came to replace somebody.
It's at the regional education office.
It's at the regional education office.
Yes.
The name. Who
Emmanuel
is he or
Dua.
she?
Dua Frederick.
Dua Frank.
Frederick.
Frederick. This is serious, sir. This is serious.
But we are working, making sure as and when the
Money's
recurrent
coming,
component comes,
you
we'll try to
reimburse.
reimburse. Yes.
Yes, please go ahead.
Let me ask them, look, these amounts were given to you in 2024 for the kids. The kids are already gone, or some may be there. So does it mean that you underfed the kids in 2024?
But we will do the needful, Honorable. We will do the needful by reimbursing as and when we receive the recurring component. Oh, yes.
I would want to see the former head master, you said, in Western Region. So, Deputy Director General, when you are coming to Western Region, we want to see him and then have some discussion with him as to why he took 72.2% of monies meant to feed the students on perishable foods to do something equally different.
You get 2 guests. The regional director will come with him.
Yes, please. Thank you very much.
Okay, William, I think there's another. Oh, okay. You are done. You are discharged, please. Now, Dema. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Please, I'm Osei-Mensah, Dema Community Day School headmaster.
I'm Francis Ousukoko, the accountant.
Okay, Dema, you have an issue at paragraph 31, and Honorable Frederick Ahinkwa will take care of that one.
Okay, thank you, Chair. Before I ask the question, the accountant is my brother-in-law. He's married to my sister. So I have to do full disclosure here.
Accountant, have you paid the money? I won't let him ask you. Huh?
I have paid.
You have paid?
Yes, please.
Auditors, can you confirm, please?
Honorable Chair, it has been paid.
We are not doing friends and family here. The next one is on paragraph 49, and Honorable Simon will take care of that one.
Thank you very much. Akonta, you're welcome.
Thank you.
79 students left your school with 160 textbooks, valued at 4,800. What have you done about that so far?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. As at the time the auditing was on, the auditing took place, these students completed and they sent the books to their houses. Later on, we called them, we called the parents and the students to bring the books back. Some of them have returned yes, and others too have not. Recently, when they were even coming for the recruitment, a lot of them came and did not bring their books. So we asked them that as and when they bring their books, then we also give their certificates to them. And we know that it's not only the certificate that they will need. They may need introductory letters and also testimonial and even transcript. So we have used this measure in order to in order to force them to bring the books. We are hoping that the number that we have collected, we have gotten about 50 thereabout, and we hope by the close of the year we may retrieve all.
That's wonderful to hear. I mean, 50 out of 79 is good. Keep doing that. I mean, have you contacted any of their parents or guardians?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please.
And have they paid?
Yeah, we checked through the school their files. And then we had the parent contact and even the students contact. So we called both. It seems we covered about 89% of the students that we had. And a lot of them, some of them said they left the book there because it was a day school, and some of them were staying with other people. So they left the book in the houses that they stayed and went to their various towns. So they said they will come for it so that we also get it.
All right, so try and get all or as many as possible. I mean, I know we've been having the same issue running through. So I'm sure a lasting solution will be found to it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, you are discharged.
Thank you, Chairman.
Now we have colleges of education. Is St. Monica here?
Chair, I'm told Nyenehini was to bring the head or assistant. So
I'm sorry?
Nyenehini.
Oh, Nyenehini?
Yes, please.
Are they here? Is Hinahini here? Okay, this is St. Monica's. Okay, after St. Monica's, I will come to Hinahini. Please introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. I'm David Ochre-Crunchy, Principal of St. Monica's College of Education, Asante Mampo.
Honorable Chair, I'm Isaac Osei-Mensah, the Head of Finance.
Honorable Chair, I'm Benedict Dankwa-Mpofu, the Internal Auditor.
All right, now let's look at your financial performance. I see a big increase in your non-tax revenue. What occasioned that?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. During the 2023 under review, we're hoping for a discussion with the Parliamentary Select Committee to review the charges and fees. Unfortunately, 2023, they held on. So immediately 2024, they reviewed it. So we're able to kind of increase our non-tax revenue. So that accounted for the quantum difference.
But your grants also went down by $1 million. No, grants. What do you have in grants?
Honorable Chair, compared 2024-2023, the difference wasn't that 1 million.
We are talking about 1 million Ghana cedis. Grants, 2023 it was 2.7 million. 2024 it was 1.7 million.
Honorable Chair, it's not there.
Yeah, your grants went down.
No, I cannot see it here.
You don't see it there?
No, it went up because what I have with me here, 10 million and 25,660.90 as compared to 2024, which is 10 million.
As an expenditure. Grants as an expenditure. You have grants over there as revenue, which went down 90,000. But if you look at grants as an expenditure, it went down 1 million.
Yeah, usually maybe there was a delay in receiving the.
So have you seen what's
Yeah, I've seen it. In terms of the expenditure, I've seen it. I believe there's a delay in releasing the government grant. So what was captured was what we received. The actual expenditure that we incurred.
So you believe, or it's a fact?
It's a fact.
There are notes to the account. So look at your notes and tell us. Like Rankin is saying, the chair is saying, there was a decrease of 1 million. He wants to know why.
Please, can you please help me? I cannot still find it.
Which one? You mean the grants that I'm talking about?
Yeah, the notes that you are referring to, so that I can
Do you
speak
have
to it.
Do you have a copy of this book?
Unfortunately,
You have a copy of it, right?
No, I don't have a copy of that book, but I have my
Copy of
financial-
a report.
So the notes.
Can somebody give me a copy of the report? Uh-huh. Mhm.
Sir, the notes should be in your draft account. I'm not referring to notes in this book. All I'm saying is that Chair asked that there's a difference of $1 million drop in your grants and the expenditure. So why is it so? And you were saying you think. And I said, look at the notes to the account that you yourself prepared to tell us, and don't say you think, because you thinking may not be the actual thing. Maybe you sent notes to the account to the auditors. So look at that notes to the account and speak with clarity on it for us.
I wasn't there. I just took over a year ago, so the internal auditor may speak to it.
Honorable Chair, during 2024, we had a long period of strike. So students were away, and that affected our expenditure with regards to the grants.
That affected the grants over there.
Yes, sir.
In the expenditure.
Yes, Honorable Chair.
Yo, Martin. Now, your current assets, let's look at your financial position. Your current assets went up by 546,000 Ghana cedis. By the same time, your current liability went down by almost 500,000. What happened?
Honorable Chair, as indicated earlier, because there was an increase in the amount that we received in 2024, we're able to pay off the liabilities that incurred the previous year. So we're having that surplus.
So your current ratio of 33:1 is a little bit artificial because of the increase that the monies that you paid off that year. Is that so?
Honorable Chair, there were so many factors because
so many factors.
Yeah, if indeed we had a quantum jump with regards to the approval of the fees that they approved, it means that we had about 1.2 million or something. So we'll be able to pay off the payables and still have some remaining. And so if you conduct the ratios, it's definitely, it would be...
What is your current ratio in 2025? Do you have any idea? Now you understand why we sent you away, and we said we need to have a full group over here.
I understand.
You now understand.
No, I understand, Chair.
Yeah, I wanted to say that on air so that people will understand. He's an accountant. Why would you send him away? Because you see these numbers. Are you going to give me an answer, or I should just, or you want to come to Takrady?
No, please.
Okay.
This is 2025. Mr. Chair, I'm struggling to see the page, but I can just do the calculation. Taking the current assets divided by current liability will tell us the ratios.
My question was, your current ratio in 2023 was 4.3 to 1. 2024 is 33.0 to 1. What is your current ratio now in 2025?
Mr. Chair, it's 17.9:1.
You see how the current ratio is being manipulated? All right, I'm done. St. Monica's, you are discharged.
Honorable Chair, let me just say that he's a constituent of mine and a brother.
Oh.
So,
Yo. Now let's call
my dear
Afenyo.
brother, please.
Afenyo,
I
are you
wouldn't
here,
want to
please?
see you here next year, please. Sit up. Thank you.
Thank you, Honorable.
Thank you.
Afenyo, please introduce yourself to us.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Very Reverend Dr. Inchi Asamoah, Principal of Afenyo College of Education.
My name is Vincent Azuma, the accountant of Afenyo College of Education.
Honorable Nasser will take care of that, please.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman. Very Reverend, welcome. Is it Methodist or Presby?
Yes, Methodist.
Methodist. Christ in tea.
Yeah, this is. That's okay.
Very Reverend.
Yes, please.
Now you have moved to IFSAS, right?
Yes, please.
Okay. And how is it going?
Well, it's going fine. But, Honorable Chair, with your permission, respectfully, I will ask my accountant to respond to such questions. Thank you very much.
This is going well.
Okay. Thank you very much, accountant. Accountant, if you go through your financials, your statement of financial performance, because you just moved, we cannot compare 2023 and 2024. But can you give me the components of your IGF and your grants? The IGF, your non-tax revenue and your grants.
Our IGF is mainly made up of our student fees. And for grants, we normally receive feeding grants from Ministry of Finance to help us support and feeding the trainees.
Okay. I've seen that when you sum up compensation of employees and use of goods and services, it takes the whole of your income. Just these two items take the whole of your income. What are you doing about it?
Thank you, Honorable Chair. It's correct. For the compensation of employees, is monies that are paid to the various staff by the government. So we do not use our IGF in payment of these compensations. But for goods and services, these are monies that we use our IGF for in managing of the college. So it's mainly through the operations of management of education service delivery for the college. Thank you.
Can you give me the breakdown of your goods and services?
We have
give me the top three.
Printed materials and stationeries. We have utilities, and then we have maintenance and then repairs.
Maintenance and repairs.
Yes, please.
Now let's move. I realize that your current assets increased from, the restated one in 2024, 1.4 to 1.9. Yeah, can you give me an explanation to that?
Thank you, Honorable Chair.
And also, I want to know the breakdown of your current assets.
I'll first begin to answer from the question 2. Our current assets mainly made up of our cash and cash equivalents, our receivables, and then our stock inventory. But for the increase in our current assets, we're mainly due to.
If you have the figures there, you can give me the component of the cash. The cash.
Please, it's all bulked up as total current assets. And for the increase in current assets was mainly due to, in the year under review, we had students' payment of fees in the year 2023 to 2024 were paid because of the strike. The fees were paid in January 2024. And for 2024-2025 academic year, admissions were made and fees were paid in December 2024. So we had, in a way, a double payment of fees for 2 separate academic years. That's why our current assets also got up. Thank you.
So meaning the institution is liquid?
Yes, please.
Okay. So as the accountant, what are you doing about it if the institution is liquid? Is it idle?
No, we trying to invest some. They also have an endowment, create some endowment fund, which will also help the college. It's not something which is idle. We try to invest these idle funds.
Have you invested them, or you are trying to invest them?
For now, we've invested some, and because these...
Master, the question was simple. Have you done it, or you are going to do it?
Yes, please, Mr. Chair.
What does that mean? Have you done it?
Yes, please, we've done it.
Or you are going to do it?
Well, we have had a discussion with the council, so our next council meeting, that's what we're going to take a final decision on that, because it's a requirement for us. So we are preparing sources that will give us the opportunity to be able to do that.
So meaning the money is lying idle?
Well,
accountant, you are under oath.
So, is that the money is... You see, like we are putting measures in place to make sure that we get money to do that. That's
all. Accountant, I've seen that your current ratio also jumped astronomically. Can you give me an explanation on that?
Thank you, Mr. Chair. During the year under review, most of our liabilities were settled. Our suppliers were paid duly. So that's why we had such.
It doesn't look normal. It doesn't look normal. But I suggest that, Reverend, as quickly as possible, you have to invest the idle funds.
Yeah.
So that, the school will get some returns on the idle funds.
Well noted,
thank you,
Chair.
Mr. Chairman. I'm done.
Let me move to Akrokre. You are discharged.
Yeah, thank you very much, Honorable Chair.
Auditors, why did you, is it because this was the first time you were capturing them on IPSAS. That's why you hit them with a consumption of fixed assets of 8.4 million. You are now recognizing their fixed assets.
Yes.
Okay.
Akwakere, introduce yourself to the committee.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. My name is Da Costa Abuaje, Principal, Hukari College of Education.
My name is Atu Kobna, Head of Finance, Akokere College of Education.
My name is Hawa Abdullah, Internal Auditor, Akokere College of Education.
Your finances will be examined by Honorable Osei-Mensah.
Thank you. Please, the first thing, I get excited when you are able to raise more income, because then you can do equally important things with the monies that you raise. I noticed you increased your non-tax revenue by 62.9%. Tell me what you did.
Thank you, Chairman. The fee is a component of quantities and fee and then rates. So in 2023, our fees were low. It was increased in 2024. Our enrollments in 2023.
What was the fees for 2023, please?
It was around 3,000, and then in 2024 it was around 4,000, nearly 5,000.
Okay.
And then the enrollment for 2023 was 360 for the first years, and then the first years for 2024 was 510. So these jumps contributed to the increase in our revenue.
And the grants are the subventions that you receive from government?
Yes, both in terms of compensations and feeding.
Oh. Okay. So the grant here of 13 million is what you paid for compensation and feeding. So the feeding I will find under your goods and services.
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Why didn't you separate it to show? Because so auditors, moving forward, let's so feeding is part of it. You just have to let it go. But sometimes when you make that distinction, you see the actual goods and services, and so then you are able to ask more questions on that one.
We are guided, Honorable Chair.
But how did you do it in 2024? I realized in 2023 there was a deficit of 2.6 million, and you were able to turn it into a surplus in 2024. Tell me.
Thank you, Madam Chairman. In 2023, it was a first-time adoption of IPSAS, and so we captured all accruals and stuff. But in 2024, we were still accrual, but we don't have any first time. It's just a continuation of business.
Okay, so that explains it. But you know, when it comes to your financial position, you still have a long way to go, because you haven't reached the minimum where you can pay your short-term liabilities, short-term obligations with the assets that you have, the current assets that you have. So what are you doing to at least increase it to the minimum, and then we can talk of improving upon it?
Thank you, Madam. Well noted. In 2025, we are going beyond 1.2 to 1 in terms of our current ratio.
What did you do?
We reduce our liabilities, basically, and then you ensure that students pay all their fees, so you change the ratios.
Yeah, I can see that even in 2024, you reduced your liabilities by about 45%. So if you can reduce liabilities further, please do.
Thank you, Madam. With the enable leadership of my prof, we'll do that.
Okay. Thank you. I think I'm done. Chair, I'm done with Akwakere.
Thank you very much, Madam. Akwakere, you are discharged.
Thank you.
Let's go to St. Louis. Please introduce yourself to your committee.
Thank you. I'm Teresa Entry, Principal at St. Louis College of Education.
Thank you very much. I'm Dorothy J. Intim, Acting Finance Officer.
Okay. Thank you, Chair. So, St. Louis College of Education, we are looking at your financials today, and we'll be starting with your financial position. So, for your financial position, the overall position came out very well. You increased your surplus by over 1,070%, and that's a huge jump. So let's go into one or two issues here. So I'm looking at your goods and services, and for 2023 and 2024, there was a huge drop of about 35.7% in nominal values, like 3.3 million. What did you do different in 2024?
Thank you very much, Your Chair. Yeah, the goods and services reduced because we were able to manage our resources well. With respect to feeding grant, for instance, most of the expenditure that we made goes to feeding. And so the feeding we were able to cut down feeding.
And for 2024, I see here compensation went up by 18.5%, whereas for grants, it remains slightly 1.9%. How come you had so much in your compensation for 2024? How were you able to pay for all this?
Thank you very much. You know, compensation is handled by the government. It comes straight away, so you have no control over it. But when it comes, and the grant too, it also comes, but the feeding, the grants, the compensation, the feeding, the book and research, they forms the component of the grants.
Okay, so what I see here is that the government grant for 2023-2024 didn't change much. It was virtually the same thing. But then your compensation went up by about 1.5. That's why I asked why that difference. But you have clarified, so I think we can make progress. So we move on to your financial position. Between 2023 and 2024, your current assets went up by 62%. Can you tell us what happened in 2024?
Yeah, 2024, current assets, normally the students' receivables, and then we also had a closing stock.
Okay, we would accept it. And because you are talking about student receivables going up, but then when you look at your non-tax revenue, when you come back and you look at that, there was no increase. It remained same, but we will take it as that. But then, in that same vein, for your current liabilities, you were able to reduce it by almost 40%. How were you able to reduce your payables by that percentage?
Yeah, we took care of the examination fee. Normally, when the affiliate university, we collect the examination fee and then remit back to them. So we were able to pay most of our debts to them. So the amount we were owing was at the reduced side.
Okay, that's good. Your current ratio improved from 0.9 to 2.5. That shows that you are really managing your liabilities well, and would ask that you continue to do more on the other aspects. Yes, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
All right. Are we done with all the colleges? Okay, what about Hine? Okay, come please. Madam, you are discharged.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Please introduce yourself to the committee.
I'm Eric Kello Logo, the school accountant, Yinahini Secondary School.
I'm Chimesiankra Samuel, headmaster, Yinahini Catholic.
Headmaster and Hinahini. Yours is unremitted tax of 1,485.
Yeah.
What has happened to it?
It has been paid.
When did you pay it?
Mostly it was a WAEC invigilation allowance, which was withheld by the.
Sir, listen to me. I said, when was it paid?
That's 2024.
You paid in 2024?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You were cited in the report.
Yes, it was there, but the auditors came and then they said I should go to WAEC and bring the receipts from the WAEC. That was the money that was withheld with them. It's a invigilation allowance tax that had been withheld by WAEC.
Mm-hmm. And how long did it take you to get it? Look, you are the last school, so we have the whole day. We'll go into it.
Yes, please. I went to first the WAEC, but the WAEC they couldn't give me any reason for it. But the document is here. The sign list is here, whereby the WAEC has taken the tax from it.
Have they remitted the taxes?
Yes, Honorable Chair, the taxes have been remitted.
Thank you very much. You are discharged.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair.
Director General, please don't go. We want to extend our sincere appreciation to yourself and your team. You were with us in Tamale, and you have come and sat through with us in Kumasi as well. We are very grateful for all the support you give us, especially when it comes to explaining issues concerning your agency. So we are grateful to you. Get Fund, we can't thank you enough. I'm very happy you are with us here. You are giving the schools and everybody the assurance that you really take whatever the Auditor General puts in the report serious. You've shown us the quantum of work you have done concerning abandoned projects and what you are doing to make sure you clear them in phases. And also for the information you provide, the timely information you provide during our sittings. We are also very grateful to you. As for the auditors, I won't say your reward is in heaven, but Ghanaians are grateful to you for everything you do. Yes, you may not get it right 100%, but it is because of you that things are getting better in our public financial management space. So we are grateful to you and we'll continue to support you and work together to make sure we all find a lasting solution and protect the public purse. And to our media people, the work that we do here, if you don't carry it across, we don't know if Ghanaians will hear of it and also put pressure and demand the right answers and the right reforms. So we are grateful to you, every one of you, for all you do to support our work. And to our secretariat, the clerk and team, we are grateful to you. We are grateful to you. Get Fund, I have mentioned you, I've acknowledged you, right? Yes.
Chair, if you permit me, please. I know my boss couldn't make it yesterday.
You want to give an explanation for why your boss didn't come today?
Wanted to just bring something to your notice. It's just a notification.
Yes, please.
The letter that invited us to come was saying that you should delegate. But he couldn't make it because there was other assignments. So please, next time when the letter is coming.
Boss, I'm also speaking from where we sit. We have invited Get Fund many times and they have refused to come. So allow us to make our statement that whenever we invite the institution, please, especially we have dealt with 2 reports of Get Fund that we did not see the administrator. And that is why we are asking that moving forward, we expect the administrator to also come in because some of the things involves policy and the administrator is the best person to carry on the message across for the right policies to be effected. So we understand. I understand you are representing him, and so you need to, make it look nice. You've done your bit, so thank you very much.
Thank you,
but you have
Madam Chair.
represented GetFund very well, I
Thank
must
you
say.
so much.
And
We
we need
appreciate
to
it.
give you that credit.
Thank
and we
you.
are grateful to you for that support.
Thank you.
So to our secretariat, we are also very grateful to you, the team, and to our drivers, our security people. We can't thank you enough. And then let me turn to members. Members, we are very grateful to you. It is true you are part and parcel of the committee, but you always make time to come. I know currently for us, the MPP, a lot is happening in our backyard, but then we are here also offering our services. So thank you so much. And to the ranking, we are all very proud of what you do for this committee and all that you put in to make sure our sittings go well as you chair the sittings, the proceedings for the 2024 reports. So thank you, everybody, and we look forward to working with all of us again in the Western region from the 4th to the 6th of May. Thank you, and God bless us all. But then, we had 3 colleges not attending upon the committee. These colleges are Al Farouk College of Education in the Bono region. We also have Atebubu College of Education in the Bono East region, and Bia Lamplighter College of Education in the Western North region. And we expect to see them in the Western region as we deliberate on these reports. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Chair.
And so by this submission, we bring our second zonal meeting of the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament to an end. Thank you.
Edika